most of the stuff that I wrote around 35, 40 years ago, but it seems to still weather well and age well. A lot of people seem to still like it. This first one, like I said, this was a long time ago, and this was before I went through any changes that were of any real consequence in the right direction. And I like to include this first one simply because it gives a perspective that I think the Christian world needs to recognize that other people have in order to be able to understand why they think the way they do. And just to give you background, at the time I was writing this, there was a war going on in Ireland between the Protestants and the Catholics. There was a war going on between the Muslims and the Hindus in India. And then, of course, there was the constant wars going on between Israel and everybody else around them, all Muslims. So I was writing about the environment that was going on there, and it hadn't changed a whole lot. As the Christian kills the Christian, for it's what he's told to do, and the Hindu kills the Muslim, and the Muslim kills the Jew. As the bullets fly in Belfast and the bombs fall into the car, I'm waiting for the Vatican to declare war, for they know that God's word is law. Put machine guns in the manger, for they know that Christ is the way, and they know that love's the answer, so they'll kill for love today. Well, ever since man's ever been around, his religion's first, because he's killed his kind in the name of God ever since he's been on earth. But I don't think that I'll do it. I think they'll be alone. When they ask me to kill the Prince of Peace, I think I'll go get stoned. And I do. Now this one was more personal, and you can tell it's relationship oriented, but it went in a different direction toward the end than I didn't expect it. I wasn't writing it, it was being written, and I just happened to be the one who was dictating it through. Once when I was wounded and my castles in the air fell and shattered like my dreaming in cold and dark despair, I went wading through that wildfire of the August in the sun when I couldn't see a damn thing but what someone else had wanted. For a dream I can't remember how I agonized in pain. Though the dream is now dismembered, I have learned to dream again. For I built one in the sunrise where the world can never see that it's hiding soldiers fighting for a time when they'll be free. And the freedom that I'm gaining is the right to live again in a world of only lovers, without pain and without sin. Had no idea what I was writing. And that's something you need to remember whenever I'm reading all this stuff. I was busy going crazy. This one was written at a friend of mine's place in Weatherford. The first time that I had ever used any kind of mind-altering drug. And I didn't have a clue what was going on. What I was seeing and its impression. Crystal castles I built in my mind now tumbling to the flower floor. Blossoms bursting into butterflies, I find more real than all the padlock doors. The key is in the bleeding heart that suffered for the wall to be made between each other from the start, though the wall be made to last forever upon the stains of time or day. Sparkling, gleaming crystal light illuminates our way. We'll stroll down streets unknown to those who are blind and brightest day. If they could see the beauty of the light and know just who they are, with us within reach to touch the sun, to know the light we hold, the morning star. I like reading science fiction, still do, matter of fact. I didn't realize it for a long time, but there are a lot of spiritual concepts contained in science fiction and fantasy because that's where abstract thoughts best expressed. And whenever you're talking fiction. This one was written, inspired by The Martian Chronicles by Ray Bradbury. The first two lines of the book. In a house of crystal pillars, by the edge of an empty sea, there's a girl in an old woman's clothing watching candles melt and thinking of me. Eating golden fruit and painting pictures with a brush made of chemical fire, as gentle rain falls on the mountaintops and a bomb plays laughing wire. The house closes up like the giant flower of the sunset that colors the sky, in crimson and russet and yellow and blue, and the darkness falls in the sigh. The wind blows in from the desert. Volcanoes bubble and boil. In silver and shining, the stars slide in and silently shiver and fall. But it's only a dream and it's ending. It's all dreams must fade and be gone. So I'll wait to a new day that's dawning and I'll smile and I'll still carry on. But there's a dream that I carry within me, a dream that I know isn't new. Dreaming one day we'll be happy and we'll find all our dreams are true. There's another group that likes science fiction too. Jefferson Airplane wrote a particular song, a couple of people there, called Crown of Creation. And they were using quotes from another science fiction book to write the lyrics of the whole song. And I didn't know that whenever I first heard the song, and I thought I was going crazy because I knew I'd heard it before. But it hadn't been as a song, it had been out of a book. So whenever I finally reread the book again, I said, oh, that's what's going on. And I thought, that's a cool idea. I think I'll do the same thing. So I used the same book, used different words, instead of the words that were in Crown of Creation, but there were other quotes out of that same book. Quality of life is in the living. Quality of living is in change. Change is what they call evolution, but evolution has been rearranged. We are free men with free minds. We are more than what they wish us to be. Our wish for survival is our crime, so criminals are what we will be. Nature demands survival and change. Survival is what we choose. We have a new world to conquer. They have only a lost cause to lose. As the darkness fades with the dawning, so they'll fall without bullet or knife. As the dinosaurs died in that long ago time, so they'll fall to the new lords of life. We weren't in their cage of confusion, with a flag overhead we've unfurled. All we want is to live and to worship and give, not tell God how to order the world. This one I never completely understood what it meant, but I just thought it's cool. Diamond dust of broken dreams drifts in the streets of forgetfulness as children walk into the sunlight in the morning of their lives. The children who've forgotten all there was years before their birth are refreshed and wait for a time that calls, a promise of what is to be, walking on the sparkling dust that to them is only dust. Not knowing that they walk upon their father's dreams and make prints that blow away as the winds of time pass through. Oh, by the way, that science fiction book that Jefferson Airplane used was Rebirth by John Wyndham, if anybody ever wants to look. This one, I was really depressed and decided to take LSD to deal with it. That's a weird state of mind to be in, depressed on acid. It ends up with kind of a zen quality to it. I've seen the sun, the grass, the birds. I look for something new. I sit here doing nothing because that's all there is to do. I'm waiting for the sunrise, laughing in the dark, knowing sunlight's around the bend in another broken heart. I've seen it all, but I look again. I look for something new. I see the same things there I saw before from a different view. And I think I'll just do my favorite one as a closer tonight. Are you ready for the sunrise when the morning's magic comes? Are you ready for the colors where the darkness hid the ones that are ready for your laughing for they know your crime is done? Are you ready for the sunrise when the morning's magic comes? All your life you lived in darkness when you couldn't see the sky, only saw the pinpoint patterns of the stars that passed you by, and reflected light and moonbeams when your life was just a lie. All your life you lived in darkness when you couldn't see the sky. In the bright and blazing glory of the sun that's here to stay, as the blood-red clouds announce that here's the majesty of day, see the first rays of the morning spear the stars that fade away, with the bright and blazing glory of the sun that's here to stay. Are you ready for the sunrise when the morning's magic comes? Are you ready for the colors or the darkness hid the ones that are ready for your laughing, but they know your crime's done? Are you ready for the sunrise when the morning's magic comes?